And we are back, ladies and gentlemen. Where'd Jess go? Did she leave? Where'd everybody go? Oh no, everybody's here. We're all good. We're all good. It's just things jumping around again like it's been doing. Fantastic.
I fixed it.
Thanks, Nate. God, I'm glad you're here. Hang on.
Also, Nate, nice haircut.
Thank you, Raina. Everybody was very impressed about Jess's haircut, which also, I mean, clearly way better than mine, but at least, like...
Parts off by 3 centimeters.
Yeah, come on, Dave. I'm trying, man. I'm trying. God.
Can we get some hearts in chat for all the haircuts we're seeing today?
We need it. We just emotionally need it.
Damn.
Oh, I've been muted this whole time.
Good, fantastic. Well done, Jess. So, it seems a little loud. Hold on.
Thanks, Odie.
I can't
So,
hear anything.
Are you in Roll20? I caught about every third word you just said there. So, when we last left our heroes, having ventured down into the Underdark, our companions met a new friend named Wagons, a goblin curator and collector of oddities. After saving Sicarius from what would otherwise be a life-ending fall, he asked our companions exactly what they were doing in the Underdark. Having told Wagons of their quest, he offered to assist in any way that he could, of course, for a fee. Reluctantly, our party accepted, allowing the young goblin to be their guide throughout the Underdark. First stop was to an alchemist's shop by a drow named Kethril, supposedly an expert on everything ooze related. While within the shop, Kethril explained some of the weaknesses, properties, and things to watch out for when it comes to being faced against some of these mysterious, slimy creatures. The offer also offered the party multiple concentrated vials of acids known to cause immense harm towards these ooze-like creatures. And as they left the shop, Wagons offered them a bit of a stayover to allow them to rest their weary heads and give a little bit of time to recoup before heading out into the wilds of the Underdark. Leaving towards the shop, the party continued to converse with one another, other than Tristan, who seemed to have a very strange vision, or a communication, if you will, with the patron to which he has made his pact with. As the vision subsided, the group finally made their way into the tavern proper. However, things seemed slightly amiss, as many of the individuals began to eye them up and down while entering. Wagons then went over to the bartender to seemingly obtain food and drink for the evening, as well as some of the rooms. However, as the food came, the party sat and began to eat. Basil started crying, and something about milk jugs happened that we're not going to talk about again.
Never again.
And as the food was digested proper, our companions began to feel a little weary, a little sleepy. Save for 3 that hadn't touched the food up until this point. As V, Sicarius, and Oksana began to drift off into a slumbered state, the bartender and Wagons and a few of the individuals within the bar began to approach on our heroes. With quick thinking, Scrump jumped into action, attempting to stop the individuals from proceeding any further. And as a last-ditch effort, took out one of his many unknown vials, tossing it towards the oncoming attackers? That sounds about right. And so, our story continues. And I'm going to change the music because I forgot about all of this. I forgot we were in a tense moment. It's been like 2 weeks, guys. It was Gamer Dave came, he went, it was crazy. There we go. That's a little bit better. Scrump, as you let loose the small vial, you watch in almost slow motion as it travels through the air towards all of the assailants, now lurking towards you.
Come on. Do something cool.
It falls directly in the center, creating a large splash of the potion, roughly about 10 feet in diameter. I think I got that right. As the splash affects many of the assailants moving towards you, they begin to howl in pain. You hear their wails and cries, and as they do, you watch as their bodies begin to morph and change in front of you, stretching and contorting, their bones breaking and maneuvering in different positions. As they begin to hunch over, a strange hide begins to grow over top of their skin as they grow larger and larger, all of their clothes now ripping off from their bodies. And the cries and wails suddenly turn into neighs. As all of the assailants now begin to change into that of strangely colored ponies, mute pastels of blues and pinks and greens, an easy dozen of them now all turning into these ponies, a little bit larger than ponies nonetheless. As the confusion kicks off all around you, you watch as some of the horses now begin to clomp and trot and break out into a run all around the tavern itself, now knocking over many of the tables as well as all of the belongings on the table itself. You see all of the other patrons now looking up in fear towards you, towards the other horses that now rampage throughout the entire tavern and begin to flee from the scene. Luckily enough for you, both wagons and the tavern owner were part of the now ponified individuals. Unlucky for you, though, my friend, as many of them kick over tables that seem to hold very, very thick and heavy alcohols, along with many candles. As you watch the candles now fall down into some of the alcohol, many of the chairs and tables begin to burst out into flames itself. You now stand dumbified on top of the table to which you were, as many horses now run around the tavern. Most of the tavern now going up into flames, and a few of your companions completely unconscious. Good luck. What would you like to do?
First of all, Scrump takes this opportunity to rear his head back, throw his hands in the air, and scream to the rest of the patrons while the place is engulfed in flames. I am the horse lord! Fear me! I bring horses!
As you yell this, you watch as one of them finally makes its way to the large bay window open just outside the front of the door as it jumps through shattering glass, falling over on its side, but you watch as it gets up from the outside and takes off running. A few of the other horses follow in suit. However, there are a few still left in the tavern. None seem to be attacking you, as most seem to be in a panic state at this point.
Okay, perfect. All right, so I'm going to run over to Swiss, who I know at this point was not unconscious because, one, robot, two, I was like, don't eat the food last time. So I'm going to run over to him and just kind of shake on him and be like, okay, time to go. Horses, fire. Let's go.
Okay, grab someone. Let's go. Where is Basil? Stand up.
So Basil is getting his teeth kicked in. Am I getting my teeth kicked in by the horses now, or is it just like...
No, the beating has now stopped over top of you. Although, if it has, you were also in the splash range. As you look around for Basil, he is now a muted purple-colored horse that just kind of stands by the table. You see a few horse tears running down his face.
Oh yeah, he's crying.
Basil, you can speak. However, you are now a horse.
And he's crying?
Right.
A crying horse.
Yes.
Okay, got it. There's a lot of layers.
As Basil Horse is sobbing and neighing, at this point, seeing everyone in danger, seeing people, like seeing his teammates kind of in peril, as it were, Basil will take a deep breath in. And as he does, because in the previous round of combat, I had done that fear aura and frightened a ton of them, and I imagine there's still a ton of fear in the air. Basil is going to take a nice deep breath and suck up that fear and just... And as this happens, you watch as the mane on the horse starts to elongate. You watch as the bulk of it starts to turn to this almost kind of like black, matted, almost like twisted, tendril-y kind of pattern over his leathery hide. As I'm going to become big bad horse wolf Basil, and I'm going to charge at the nearest son of a half bugbear and kick him in the groin with my foot.
So all of the assailants have either turned into horses or fled in terror. It's mostly just the party, yourself, and a few estranged horses who are still panicking that reside within the tavern. Are you saying you'd like to kick one of the horses in the face?
Oh, okay. Sorry, I thought some of the assailants didn't get turned. Okay, in which case, rewinding that, I'll still werewolf Basil up.
Okay.
But I will go and grab V with my mouth and attempt to kind of look. I don't have thumbs. Okay, I woke up this morning and had thumbs, and now I don't. Okay, I will listen to sass from you when you don't have appendages that you woke up with. Okay. So
No, wait, no, I just want clarification. You're gonna grab V with your teeth and then what? Drag her?
yes. So lift. I imagine I'm able to like kind of huck you onto my back or something. I've seen Disney movies.
It happens. It does happen.
It does happen. All right. As Basil,
and the last thing I heard was Nate saying, was Scrump saying, "Grab everyone," and so I am.
Okay. As Wolf Basil Horse begins to trot over to V, you find the nape of her shirt collar. Go ahead and make a make an athletics check for me.
What's the bonus of being a horse?
I don't know. People will ask, what's the long face?
Aha. All right. Well, that's an 11 on the dice roll, plus whatever the strength of a horse is.
Okay. Let's say 3.
Sweet. 14.
14. Very good. You were easily able to pick her up as you kind of whip your head back. Your mane flows in the moonlight, or I guess in the underdark light. Scrump, you take notice of this and realize how majestic Wolf Basil Horse is. However, as you throw her up onto your back, she seems to be there.
Okay, room for one more. And you look over and Scrump's like pulling on Oksana's boot, but he can like barely move Oksana. I'll get her up. You just gotta carry.
I'll do that. I'll do that thing that some horses do when they like kind of like kneel down, like they like kind of like lower their body.
Oh, like when they bow, like at medieval times?
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool. Okay, so Scrump begins to pull on Oksana's boot, not able to move her whatsoever.
I would go and help Scrump.
Okay. In that case, Scrump, go ahead and make an athletics check with advantage. That also gets canceled out because you received a dark heart. Good
All
luck.
right, so athletics check at -1.
Good
You
luck.
got this.
Yep.
You got this.
Yep.
That's a 5. 9 minus 1, so we got a 4.
A 4. Okay. It's a little bit
Nailed it.
difficult. Tristan, you begin to
Lift
to
with your
pull-
knees.
No, gotta lift with your back. Twist vigorously.
Oh my god.
Tristan, you begin to pull as well, and then suddenly realize that Scrump is pulling in the opposite direction, and it's just kind of balancing itself out entirely. Tristan, what would you like to do to try and remedy this situation?
I would try to catch Oksana's arm to, like, we each take the leg, take the arm, and try to, I don't know, swing her onto the horse.
Okay, as you continue to try and pull her
It's
up
still
onto the
Basil,
horse.
okay?
Yeah. Well, listen, Wolf Basil Horse, you can hold off for a
I'm
second.
gonna die.
Tristan, while you begin to do this, you do now
least they're
take note
tempting.
of Scrump pulling in the opposite direction.
Yeah, so I
pulling
would,
the
I would
wrong
try
way.
to.
We're dead.
The flames
We're
now
gonna
growing
burn alive.
rapidly all around you. It's beginning to be difficult to breathe with all of the smoke now up in the air.
Listen to the
Come on,
horse
Scrump.
lord. I'm a lord.
Okay, I'll try to move in the same direction of Scrump. I'm like,
Okay,
I
go
can-
ahead and roll an athletics checks with advantage this time.
That's an 18.
18, very good. With that said, you are once again able to pull Oksana off of the chair and flop her up on the back of the horse. With 2 now secured on the back of Wolf Basil Horse, only Sicarius remains still seated in his chair, face down in a pile of the food that he was just eating.
I would like to say that I'm drooling on V's shoulder.
Fuck you.
She's like snuggling with
Make
you.
it seduction
Fast
check? No? Okay.
I choose to fail.
The flames continue to grow higher and higher, getting closer and closer. Tristan and Scrump, what are you doing? Are you leaving Sicarius there, or are you going to try and do something?
I don't know. I have a plan. So
Oh
within
God.
5 feet next to Tristan or Rob there. Well, you're passed out, Scarius. He's passed out, right?
Sicarius is out cold right now.
Scrump's gonna be like, okay, perfect. Gonna try something, and he's just gonna reach into his pocket and fill like a pile of like what looked like just a little circle that smells like sulfur. And he's gonna throw it beside Sicarius, and I'm gonna cast Thunderclap right beside him.
Sorry.
Wakey,
Wake up.
wakey.
Can I have run before this happens?
Can you what?
I'm going to die.
Can I have left before that
Bitches.
happened?
Okay, so yeah, absolutely. Wolf Basil Horse is now starting to move away at this point. Scrump, give me a. I mean, it's an automatic hit. He's just sitting there. I'm gonna say, make an Arcana check for me.
Okay. All right, this we're okay at. We got a +2 on this. What could go wrong?
I want to see how good you are at this.
Oh, has a 19 +2 sound.
A 19 plus 2, it sounds great to me. And you watch as Wolf Basil Horse, now starting to make his way towards the entrance, you set off this little tiny fart bomb that sends Sicarius flying up into the air. He smashes up against the ceiling on top, but however, going in a bit of an arc as he kind of ragdolls against the ceiling. Sicarius, you take 3 points of bludgeoning damage as you hit the top of the roof as he falls down directly on the ass of Wolf Basil Horse. You have all successfully got your companions on there. However, Wolf Basil Horse, this is a little bit too much for you to handle. Your movement speed is halved as long as all of your companions are on your back. Now, with your companions properly loaded up, what would you guys like to do?
Get out.
Yeah, Scrump's just gonna start running. Ah!
Okay. Okay. I'm assuming everybody's running at this point as you all now begin to flee the building proper. You get through the front door while Basil kind of makes his way over the now broken window, the only place where which would be able to fit a horse of his size.
A wolf horse.
Now looking out
Crying.
on the front of the tavern, you watch as most of the roofing is now beginning to fall in, smoke now billowing outside of it. You can see flickers of the light now coming off of the tavern directly. Off in the distance, you can see a few individuals now rushing towards the tavern. However, off to the side, you see a small cart, a horse-drawn cart, sans horse at this point. What would you guys like to do?
Saddle up, Basil.
Find a horse.
Look, I might be a horse right now, but I'll be damned if I let someone saddle me. But I guess desperate times have called for desperate measures. If anyone mentions this, you will rue the day. Well, I load them in. I can't get them off my own back.
Okay, I'm gonna start
able to put them on.
doing my best.
Just
to
buck
hold
us off.
the cart up.
Yeah.
Amazing, amazing. Okay, fantastic. As the two of you now begin to pull your companions off into the wagon proper, V, Oksana, and Sicarius just fit. It's a little bit snug for them, but you're able to get them in there. And with two seats seated up front, as you take a few moments to hitch up Wolf Basil Horse up to the wagon proper. Who's taking the reins?
There's only two of you, man.
I'm gonna let you do this one, Swiss.
Okay, I'll do it.
Okay.
It's going to be great.
Tristan, you take the reins in hand. Go ahead and make an animal handling check for me.
Oh, God. I don't think that can be worse. That's a 12.
A 12. Okay, Basil, you feel a whip on your back as the reins smack down upon thee. You take 2 points of lashing damage, and immediately get a little bit of a fright to you as you begin to barrel down. Go ahead.
Oh no! Whoa! I remember what happened when a certain someone got, clobber knockered in the junk during that, and I feel it's only fair to reciprocate, given that I am in a heightened state of sadness and alertness and anger and fury and all of this stuff. But I'm going to restrain myself because that's what people do, Tristan. And I'm going to leave.
Ooh.
All right, fine. Plot twist. And
It's just because I'm not in your line of sight.
well, how are you not in my line of sight? I don't remember putting on blinkers.
Blinkers? Okay,
Yeah,
it's
Yeah, that's
canon
what they
now.
were. So that
Every time Basil
Blinders.
moves, a little light bulb starts flashing whichever way he's turning. Fantastic.
Scrump encourages road safety.
Okay, and with that, Wolf Basil Horse begins to gallop off just as a number of the villagers begin to approach with torches, pitchforks, and the rest. You leave the city of Buzzkill, and well, let's face it, it's Careful
thanks.
Cantrip. It's pretty much on par that you've left another town completely in shambles. Well done, everyone.
Excuse me. That was not our fault whatsoever.
And now they know to fear
Entirely-
the horse lord.
Yeah, this is your fault, Dave.
How is this my fault?
Now, can I make
did
the
nothing.
blame here? If we're passing blame around, this is clearly Chat's fault for giving us that potion.
That's true. It's Chat's fault.
Don't
Chat
blame
made the
them.
horses happy.
Don't blame them. So, with that said, which direction are you guys headed in? There's 4 you can choose from. Technically, 8.
I just wish Basil wasn't at the horse so he could make a nice picture of Sicarius, Oksana, and V sleeping together in the back of the cart for future references.
Okay.
Oh, no, I'm dreaming very happily. Oksana is a cuddler.
Jesus
She was
Christ.
raised by bears. You know? Bears, it's the bear stuff.
Bears are big on cuddling? Is that what I'm getting here?
Mama bear and brother and sister bear love to cuddle, yeah.
All right, fair enough. Fair enough.
Yeah.
Which direction are we
You
headed,
heard it here
folks?
first. Bear lore.
Which way were we supposed to go?
Those-
BRB.
We didn't have a way because what? Oh, well, V's unconscious, so.
Oh, okay, never mind. Stop.
Those Scrump, you know the place. Where are we going?
Yeah, totally no. Maybe we find a place to rest up for a little while. Gotta be something off the trail. Let's go far enough until we don't think we're getting chased by villagers. They don't go very far without horses. Oh wait, they have a lot of horses.
So
You-
straight.
Straight, yeah, straight's good.
Okay.
Fast as we can, horseman.
2
Oh
points.
my god.
All right.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh, well played. Well played. Prop comedy is where we come from, ladies and gentlemen. Okay. You begin to head north, traveling for roughly about half an hour or so before Scrump and Tristan. Well, is there anything you'd like to do while you travel?
Short rest or long rest if possible.
Yeah.
Yeah. Can Swiss and I can, because I want to get these guys awake is the idea, and I'm assuming, can I diagnose like what I've seen from food? Would I know how long this sort of thing lasts? Because the thunderclap didn't wake up Sicarius. They're pretty out.
I would say,
So I'm just wondering.
based on the potions that you've created in the past, usually the effects that are major in their effect overall usually only last for about an hour.
Okay. All right. So yeah,
Look, you and I need to talk. We can't keep having your random potions only affecting me.
But you look so good. First the hand, and now you got a lovely set of hair.
But why always purple?
I don't know. I think it's just when I mix in the lilac berries. I really like lilac berries.
Look, I don't think everything needs lilac berries. Wait,
I beg
where are
to
my
differ.
glasses? Did I drop my glasses?
It's possible. I don't
God
think they
damn
feel
it.
horses.
They were prescription.
Look where you're
I'll
going.
make you a new pair. Can't we
Ah!
mix a little bit of this together, mix a little bit of that. How do you feel about drinking an eyesight potion?
Well, look, I don't think being able to see any better has ever really helped me. The glasses were for a different purpose. One that I mean, look, I'm not normal. My eyesight isn't normal, and that's fine.
Oh,
But
you like
me being a
chocolate
horse,
clothes?
that's new.
Well, it should only last about an hour or so. If anything, you might want to really feel it out, because if you're in mid-run and this baby goes back, oh, it's gonna hurt.
All right,
You know,
well,
let
we
me
do
know if
still
you're
need a
not feeling
direction.
horse-like. If you can see a place that we can turn off, maybe a place to get these guys and we could take a bit of a rest. If you see anything, forest or...
I'm gonna look
or like
around.
a rock.
Is there anywhere that we can like take shelter?
Go ahead and make a perception check for me.
You know, this horse is pretty cool. I feel like we've met him before.
Yeah, I wish you could
I
come with
swear.
for the rest of the adventure.
Well, I think that's a nay because I got a 9.
As you begin to look around, Basil, first kind of looking back a little bit, you see out the corner of your eye, just below the blinker. It seems as though while Scrump was telling you all of this, he was seemingly mixing another one of his potions. However, as he continues to not pay attention, you see a number of things go in there that it might be the right amount or not. Scrump, you can go ahead. Get those lilac berries in there, buddy. You can go ahead and add another experimental elixir to your list.
We are back to 2. Thanks, Jet.
Looking around, Basil, you don't take note of any villages or even small hamlets around this area. You've basically come up to a somewhat of a small clearing. Just off the side of the trail, you can see a small path that leads towards a very strange forest, one that you've most likely have never seen before. The forest itself is filled with giant luminescent mushrooms of beautiful, almost baby blue color that seem to shimmer and illuminate the entire forest itself. You see a number of other strange plants also bioluminescent, with pinks and purples, more of the same color scheme that you've seen throughout the rest of the environment of the Underdark itself.
All right, it might not be the best place, but maybe the forest might give us some cover, at least enough time to rest and recuperate, though I'm uncertain as to what wild creatures may dwell within.
It's pretty. I mean, bad creatures don't like pretty places, right?
We should be fine.
Sure, why not? Let's go with that logic. Tristan, that way.
Okay. He asked for it.
As Tristan whips
You
the
are-
rein...
You are very much going to be grateful that you worship the god of the dead.
As Tristan lets loose the reins one last time, you watch as Basil begins to turn in a small blinking light just to the left side of his head at this point. Entering into this small trail, you go for roughly about 5 minutes into the forest proper, before you come to a point that you believe is relatively secluded, far enough off of the path that anyone who seemed to have been following you no longer would be able to see you from that point. As Wolf Basil horse begins to slow down to a small trot, finally stopping, you feel the wagon lurch to a stop. And as you do, Scrump, you take note of a bit of shuffling that seems to be happening in the wagon behind you. As V, Oksana, and Sicarius begin to stir.
What happened? Where is my food?
Oh, we are very close together right now. Sicarius! Ah!
Please, you enjoy
You're so lazy, guys.
How did we get out here? What is happening?
Where's the food?
Well,
Why am I
There
in
were-
a wagon with both V and Oksana?
Hang on, the horse is
Look,
trying
let's-
to talk.
look, let's just say that things got weird.
Ah!
What the fuck
Why
happened?
is that horse talking?
Basil, why are
Pretty
you a
cool.
horse?
Good question! Scrump, care to field an answer here?
I thought I answered it back at the bar. I, Scrump, have clearly been blessed with the powers of the horse lord.
Oh,
And there you
very
have it.
I can make
nice.
anyone into horses. You better watch out.
Wow.
That's just pretty funny.
This is impressive talent.
Well, first we were at the place and you guys ate the food that had the drugs in it. And I was all like, I went to Tristan. I was like, don't eat the food. It's got drugs in it. So he didn't eat the food that had drugs in it. Anyway, Basil got a bunch of kicks to him. And then Scrump was getting ready to, beat them all up and save you in his honor. And then he threw a potion that it must have not did anything. And then his horse powers activated.
Right.
Ah!
Oh.
And
Oh, right. Basil also got hit by my horse powers. Sorry, Basil.
So how long will he be like this?
I don't know.
An
I'm just
hour,
learning my new
forever.
powers.
About maybe an hour, sort of, kind of, maybe.
I told him that to make him feel better. I really don't
Maybe
know.
forever. We don't know.
Basil might be a horse forever.
I mean, not totally a
knows?
horse. He's like a werewolf thing, too. That's pretty cool.
Oh dear.
You just see
Don't
Scrump kind
be
of wander
sad.
off and go up to trees, and he's just going like that to trees.
Going back to your
Look,
story,
Important.
you didn't tell the rest of us about the poison?
Why do we keep getting poisoned?
Yes.
Because
You
you
were
were
already
sleeping
poisoned.
already.
I tried to tell you, but you were sleeping.
Look,
Well,
I
let me
also
do it.
tried to warn everyone about Wagon when we first met him.
It's true.
Basil,
Also,
you
this
seem
is-
like-
a horse.
You seem still very upset and moody.
No, my voice is a little hoarse. That's all.
Oh.
Oh, boo.
I just picture the horse laughing.
I
Wow.
Basil, there is no need to be upset or angry. Horses are very useful, very noble animals.
know. You do look
Really,
quite
Basil saved the
beautiful.
day.
Well, it does
will
make me
add-
feel a little bit better. Thank you. Just,
I would go next
it's been
to
very
Basil.
emotional.
I would go next to Basil and pat him on the neck. He's like, "You're a good boy. Well done."
I want to step on Tristan's foot. You whip
Tristan,
me again.
Tristan, go ahead and make a dexterity saving throw for me.
Dex. That's a 17.
17. Luckily enough, you were just out of the way of the hoof of Basil. He hasn't got used to having 4 legs yet, and it seems that
Yep.
he tried using his other leg to stomp on you. But you take note of it and try to urge caution away from it at this point.
Tristan uses whip on Basil. Basil will remember this.
So what
All
are
right.
what are we doing? What's happening right now?
Well, right now we know that town that we just visited is filled with people sort of looking for us because we may have kind of started some sort of mini horse apocalypse.
How are I
It's so
healed?
funny. It is a little.
But most importantly, we at least got some information from the potion seller. I think it's imperative that we make our way on our own, perhaps see if we can find this village with, well, Grimoire's people in it, and maybe go from there. Perhaps just the fact that we were Grimoire's companions might buy us enough leverage to be able to get them to help us.
Question. Before Scrump, you discovered your horse powers.
Yeah.
You can't lie still.
Stand back. I
remember.
don't know if I can control them still.
I can't lie, but I'm he's believing whatever the fuck Basil's a horse now.
That's true.
I must say, we've adapted very well to this.
Yeah.
Listen, Basil, we hope that it wears off. Like, you know, I also am still under the effects of a potion, so maybe once mine wears
Oh
off.
yes, that must be horrible for you.
It is quite jarring for me, trust me. I can barely speak. All right, so I forgot my question. Oh yes. My question is, did anyone ask or find out why we were poisoned? What was the point in rendering us asleep? Did anyone say anything before you found your horse powers?
Well, Basil was being kicked by people. Scrump threw the potion. That's about what happened while you were out.
Why was?
Did anyone
Basil
say anything
being
about having us sold?
Yeah, they were
Somebody
trying to
did.
sell us.
As you
I was all
continue
like,
to have
no, Scrump says.
As you continue to have this conversation, you immediately hear off in the distance the clomping of hooves that seems to pass by you, like an incoming cavalry trying to chase you down. Welcome in, Raiders. Glad to have you here.
Hi, Raiders! I'm a horse.
Louis said hello too.
Hello.
So the deal is that what was his name? The sketchy one. Wagons, and the bartender were in cahoots to sell us to someone. That is the second time.
We didn't get that far in the conversation.
All right.
Mostly horses happened.
Right. Well, maybe we can work on honing your horse skills so that you can pick one object and turn them into a horse when you want it to happen, not all at once and whenever, right?
Yeah, I think just take some practice. These newfound powers comes with so much newfound responsibility that I'll completely ignore.
I'm sure you will.
As Basil lets out a long and drawn-out sigh, you watch as the hide, a little bit of hide fur, begins to shed away from him. His body begins to shrink back down as the hunch in his back begins to straighten once again, as he finds his two legs once more, restoring himself back to his original form.
Okay. Well, that was... Have I stopped crying?
Yes. You would have stopped crying a little while ago.
Good.
The adrenaline
Okay,
of being
good.
a horse has slowed it down.
Oh, thank God. Oh, actually, no, I forgot my glasses. No, they're gone. Okay. Oh, yes. Okay. Well, that's at least some measure of relief. Well, Scrump, it seems as though... Yeah, well, sorry, you go.
You're not a horse, so Oksana, give me another lie. Give me another lie, I'll try it. Put you on the spot.
A lie about you, or you want to tell a lie?
You must say something that is an obvious lie, and that I will try and repeat it.
Okay. That thing that Tristan does with those coins is not at all creepy.
Very. Yes. All right. Here we go. And V will take a deep breath in, and she'll say, "Fuck, what was it? I don't remember the exact wording, but the coin thing that Tristan does is fuck.
Huh?
How come my potion is still going and both of yours have expired, Basil? What is that?
Well, to be fair,
powers.
yes, the purple hands were cured by an ointment, and this luckily wore off.
No, and the crying.
But, oh, yes, no, that wore off too.
Well, maybe you should take another potion since he took multiple potions. Maybe they canceled each other out.
Maybe you need to be turned into a horse.
Scrump, I would like to make this clear. Once you gain...
Hang on, I might need to recharge.
No, please don't recharge on me. That's what I would request of you, to never turn me into a horse. I don't think
she
you'd
just
like
said
it.
something before I tried.
Well,
Okay.
it's all right, because I'm not a horse, so... But do you have a canceling out potion?
Somewhere, I mean... I got
Sorry,
this
just
one.
a quick question. Have you tried the guard wand?
The god wand. Oh, I
You know,
traded it. Sorry, Basil.
Yeah, she
No, you
stole
traded
both of those.
yours.
Yes,
Yeah, no. We
You
had more
gave
than
me-
two.
you gave me yours.
No, I gave you one of the two that I had.
Oh, I thought it was more of a special gift. That's disappointing.
I was arming you. And clearly, something you traded away to the person who betrayed us. So, I mean, sorry. It's been It's been a hard hour.
Are you mad at me?
It's- I'm not mad. I'm sick of people betraying us, okay? First Marcus, then this wagon fellow, it'd be nice to have people in our lives. Sicarius, it'd be nice to have people in our life. No, I'm joking. I'm teasing. Anyway, I'm going to try and cast Dispel Magic onto V using the guard wand that I have.
Okay. Reaching into your bag and producing the guard's rod, you suddenly feel how hefty and thick the guard's rod is. Very stiff and straight.
It's very girthy.
It's one of the most beautiful looking rods of a guard you've ever seen. As you point it forwards, focusing on V, you watch as the rod begins to glow just at the tip.
No!
As you watch a spray of magic come out from...
Sorry, I swear this never happens.
I quit.
A lot faster than I thought it was.
He looks incredibly disappointed.
Normally takes a couple minutes.
The
At least
magic
he's
now
not the horse anymore.
covering V in...
Oh, wow.
Oh.
The magic covering her in a beautiful glowing light. And as it seems to seep into her pores, V, you don't feel any change at first.
Oksana, again.
Okay. Basil, you are like a really cool guy.
Oh, okay.
Wait, I saw this.
Okay, so we will. Hold on.
Oh, look, what lovely forest vegetation. I'm going to go over there for a little bit. Just to spare my feelings.
Basil is cool.
Did it work?
I haven't said anything yet. I'm asking you. You don't think that Basil is cool?
Listen, there are lots of different words you can use to describe people, and Basil is smart, he is loyal, but not so cool, you know?
I'm not far enough away yet!
Hey, he was cool as Horsewolf. Very cool.
Scrump tends to make people cooler just by hanging out with them.
I feel cooler.
V will attempt to say Basil is very... Can she get a sense before she finishes?
I don't know. It
If she
depends
can-
on... It's very subject. This one is very subjective because it's all dependent on how V feels about, what's his name? Basil.
Can I know as a player before I speak if she can lie or not? Or no? Do I have-
As a player, the dispel magic worked.
Okay. V will say Basil is very cool.
There you go. You are cured.
Unless she truly believes it.
I think he's very
Carlos,
cool.
be
I
serious,
I don't know if it's working, to be honest, but I guess we'll have to wait and see.
Okay, what about this one?
Oh no.
Oksana seems like a very weak person.
V will say Oksana seems like very, and V will try to fake it. And she will try to deceive the group into thinking that she can't lie.
Make a deception check for me.
So I rolled a 16 plus 5 is my deception. So 21.
It's-
Bees back, baby!
She's
Well,
always
I
been
don't
so
know
honest as
then.
long as Scrump's knowing her.
Well, either... Do you actually think Basil is cool?
I don't want to discuss that.
He's not here, you know. He can't hear you.
As you look over V, Basil is about 15 feet away from you right now. He's picking at leaves, but occasionally looking back towards you all.
I find my glasses in a bush.
I think that Basil has his moments where he can be cool.
I am very obviously not weak, so I guess you are still broken.
Yes, unfortunately, but, maybe I'll find some new part of myself in this journey.
Well, all the best.
As Oksana wishes you the best, suddenly, far off the distance, opposite to where the trail began from, you begin to hear what seems to be a high-pitched voice, almost like a small child or a young girl, who seems to be screaming for help.
Come on. I need to
Nope.
sleep. Come on, man! Fuck. V sighs heavily.
Basil sighs heavily.
Hey, wait, when we were asleep, does that count as a rest?
It's been a short rest for an hour.
I will give you guys I will give you guys a short rest.
There you go. Didn't need it, but
So
Okay.
you guys can all go ahed and do the short resty things.
Yes.
I
Let me
don't really
roll
gain
those
anything
dice.
from that.
Did anyone hear that curdling child scream?
Yes, we should go.
But the opposite direction. Just kidding.
Yep. We'll head towards the sound of the cries for distress.
Okay. You all begin
I'll
to
take
make
out my
your
axe.
way deeper and deeper into this strange mushroom-like forest. Passing along what does seem to be like a small game trail. You continue on forward for only a few moments before you come to a little bit of a clearing. From there, you see a number of these large stalked mushrooms of all different varieties. And directly in the center, you see a large, what looks like black obsidian rock, with a small figure perched on top of it, frantically looking about. You can see just below two strange creatures that seem to be scratching up towards the small creature. They have large pincer-like hands, and you can see at each stroke they make on the rock itself creates a large scratch within it. The creatures on four legs have a bit of a carapace hide, almost like that of an insect, however with a face more reptilian in nature, with large jagged jaws and teeth. And as you look down to the creatures, you look back up at the small creature sitting on top of the rock, which seems to be somewhere between a rabbit and a bat. and that's where we're going to take a short rest.
Oh, what?
So with that said, folks, hopefully you've enjoyed yourself for the evening so far. It has been an absolute laugh fest today, folks. As always, we take some questions on our break. So if you have any questions about the cast, the game, myself, any of the players, the life universe, or anything inside of it, go ahead and pop that down into chat, and we will go ahead and do our absolute best to answer those questions for you. Unless it's math, and then maybe Jess can do it. But otherwise, don't ask us math questions. What do I usually do after this? Oh, right. Go get your apple juices. Go get your orange juices. Go get your popcorn juices. And stick around, because it's going to get very interesting on the second half of tonight's episode. We'll see you very, very soon, guys.
Bye.
And welcome back, ladies and gents. Okay, we did get some questions on our break. Also, Mac, I saw what you did. That's absolutely amazing. Thank you for that. That is definitely going into our art reel, 100%. Okay, we had some questions on our break, and I think we are going to do another one of the giveaways for the evening once after our questions are done. First one coming up, Captain McFriendly. DM Dave, how's it going? How are things? Things are good, man. You know, I'm having a good time. Life is good. I mean, I could probably find problems to complain, but I don't want to do that. And I'm having a good life right now. So, but hey, thanks for asking. How are you doing, buddy? This is my favorite question. Question for everyone but Basil. What would your characters look like as pastel ponies? We'll start with you, Scrump.
It'd burlap a theme, because I feel like it'd be like burlap and like stink lines.
Scrump would be a donkey. That's what I'm hearing right now.
Yeah, it's a good one, like a burro. Perfect.
Yep. Well, a donkey with a burlap sack as some kind of saddle, and then just smells bad. V, what would yours look like?
That's about it.
V would be golden, if that's an option. Just a golden horse with a shiny dark blue mane.
Okay, very nice.
Ooh.
Swiss.
Tristan would probably be all bones. Just freshly risen from the dead.
A skeletal horse, like in Minecraft.
Sweet
Shout
horse.
out to Minecraft if you're listening. Please sponsor our channel.
Hello, Minecraft.
Oksana, I mean, just in my head right off the hop, like, I'm thinking, you know that kangaroo that's super jacked and you see memes of it? I could just imagine that as Oksana in horse form. Like, just this jacked horse.
I was gonna go with a bear horse of some kind, but that also works.
Yeah, bear horses? Those
A bear
exist?
horse.
Yeah.
I honestly thought Oksana was just a bear. You've got all these horses and these ponies, and then there's just a bear
Just a bear.
with horse written on the side of it.
Spelled with a
wrong.
U?
Yeah.
And Rob, what would your pretty unicorn horse look like?
Sicarius wouldn't be a unicorn. He would be a nice black stallion with a nice flowing black mane.
Of course.
He would just be.
I'm snorting so much today.
We're gonna get a counter going in chat.
Yeah, we need a snort. Actually, TOS, Nate. TOS. We gotta be careful of what we're saying there.
Yeah, you're right.
Oh.
Snorting? Yeah. I don't know how Twitch feels about it, but, well, fuck him anyway. While on break, did V head down to the river to wash off Tristan's god juice since he let it out too early? Technically, it was Basil's god juice that he ejected from his steel rod.
Yeah,
But
Basil. I think you're supposed to warn people before that happens.
Look, like I said, it doesn't happen to me often.
It's a surprise.
You know,
As soon as he had his hand on it, it was just everywhere.
oh, we have fun on this channel, folks. Woo, boy. We do have Captain McFriendly asking what Basil's pony would look like. Basil, do you have the pony available still?
oh look, I just took the D&D Nightmare and I made it purple. I'm not gonna lie.
Fair enough. We did see it.
yeah.
We saw a representation of it. So I would just say go ahead and check the VOD.
Yeah, Yeah, there you go.
Mac has a real stupid question, but I don't see it. Question for Dag: what symbol was on the horse Basil's flank?
Oh, probably a book. Honestly, probably a book.
Yeah, that's a good call.
Or a blue rose. Or a blue rose. I feel like that's another good one.
Don't get that one, but okay.
Okay.
If it was going to be if we could get a group gamers can be anything for Pride Month. I mean, I'm down to do something for Pride Month. I don't know. I don't understand what you're asking, Mac, but maybe you can message me and let me know. Question for V. How happy are you that you can say anything and have the party think it's the absolute truth? Follow-up question. Do you already have some scheme planned with this new gift?
Definitely.
V feels right at home.
That's crazy.
She's very
Psycho.
Until she has to say something nice about me, and then she'll be caught.
Question for Basil. Has becoming a horse changed your perspective on life at all?
Yes. Up until this point, I feel like Basil's been very neutral towards Tristan. But you know, Basil doesn't support whipping of horses, and you know, now there's just this new perspective on like what is it like to truly be carrying the party on your back, you know? I just thought of it symbolically, but now I understand it literally.
Wow.
You know, just sitting there and I'm just everyone's pack mule. I get it. It's fine. Whatever.
Really looking for
But
that
I'm not
seat.
cool enough for Oksana.
Really looking for that seat in campaign 3, Basil? Really setting the bar there. Okay, I get it. Question for V. Ooh, a mechanical question. We never get these here. Any plans on dual wielding?
Oh, is this from oh no, Anton Christoph?
Enter Christoph? I hope I'm saying that right. Yeah.
Yes, but here's the problem. So we got a paladin, and we got a lot of warlocks in this party. So I'm trying to figure out a way that we can we'll see where we go with that. But there may be a multi-class in the future of V, because I think it's starting to make sense.
Ooh, pre-announcement.
Well, we've been talking about it in the YouTube comments. So.
There's been a lot of pre's tonight. Wow, good for us. Good for us. With that said, let's go ahead and do a giveaway, shall we? Shut up, Jess. Hold on, did I do this right? Did I do this right? Hang on. I did this right. Fantastic. Transition. Boop. Did it. Nailed it. Okay, what are we giving away next? What's next on the list? Another set of dice. These are super cool dice, guys. This picture does not do it justice at all. It's got this like kind of lava-y fire effect. I'm sorry, I really got to get better at photographing my dice. But again, the oversized kind. They're very pretty. They're very beautiful. And whoever wins, I will work with you to figure out what color you want the actual numbers to be. So let's go ahead and spin that wheel, baby. Woo! Woo! And the winner of the next set of dice, none other than Gypsy Fish themselves. Woo! Congratulations. Round of applause.
Congrats.
Very nice. Very nice. What was that, like the Legend of Zelda theme that you did there?
Tried to do, and it was pretty close.
It was close. I heard it. I heard it. It sounded good. I thought so.
Yeah.
It was there.
Make sure. Write it down.
You're getting really good at the recorder.
Oh shit! Right.
Recorder. Good old recorder. Doing great at that one.
I tell you, Dave, this old music stick you got there.
Also, Gypsy Fish, make sure if you can Discord me your address.
Gypsy Fish, I think is what we'll do is we'll put a list of the winners in Discord and at everybody, and then you can respond to us directly. Oh, thanks, Crimson. Also, hey, Crimson, how you doing, buddy? Okay, what are we doing next? What's the next giveaway? Ooh, the blood jelly dice. So the gold and gore. Maybe I'll call it that instead. They're very red, and there's a lot of depth to them, which is really nice. Let's see who wins them, shall we? And the winner is none other than the beautiful, lovely, intelligent. Across the streams, congratulations, my friend. Very, very nice, very nice. Of course, we'll be in touch, and we obviously know you're in Discord, so don't worry too much about that. But congratulations, my friend. We got to figure out what color we're gonna do them because I didn't have a clue. Okay, we'll do. Okay, we've got 3 left after this. We've got the plaque giveaways. We've got the merch giveaways. So I think we're going to do one more giveaway, which is a very hot ticket item. We are going to do, and I don't have a picture for it, we're going to do the DM Dave Dice Commission. That's right. If you have a character or something along those lines that you'd like a commemorative set of dice for, I'm your guy. I'm going to make them for you. No worries. Let's see who wins it, shall we?
Drumroll.
Hey, congratulations, Scullia! Well done! You have a lovely set of dice coming your way. Again, we'll be in touch. See, the problem here is that I think a lot of people that also come in on Wednesdays and Sundays, so we're gonna have to announce all of the winners all over again.
Huh.
Okay, and I think that's going to wrap up the giveaways for now. We'll do the rest at the end of the show. Okay, with that said, let's do this, shall we? Give me 1 second. Let's do this. Whoop. And we'll do this. And we'll do this. And we'll do this. And we'll get rid of this. And we will get rid of... Aha! Ha! Look how good! Look how good I am at technology and Roll20 and things along those lines. I see you, YouTubers. I see you. I see what you're saying. We love you. With that said, as you stare up towards the small creature perched on top of a stone, the reptilian carapace-covered creatures now scratching violently towards the rock, attempting to get up. However, as you make your way forward, the movement in the bushes seems to have drawn their attention, as both have now turned their heads towards you and let off a ghastly gasp towards you. Very, very... That's the word I'm looking for. Aggressive is the word I'm looking for. I need y'all to roll initiative for me, god dang it.
Oh my god. I'm so glad that I kind of healed. Of course.
Got those. V.
13.
Oh, you guys can't hear the battle music? Hold on. Is that better? Can you guys hear it now? Let me know. 15?
13.
13. Scrump.
16.
16? And Tristan.
You're on mute, Swiss.
That's a 3 for me.
3, okay.
How do you...
You roll a 1 and you do +2. That's a 3.
I was gonna say this your
Natural 1, baby! Boo, 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 boo. No? Doesn't work the same way? Okay, fair enough. The creature's now turning their heads briskly and sharply towards you, baring their jaws and massive serrated teeth as they both begin to whip down before you. Before I move the characters on the thing, if you guys want to move your icons anywhere within 5 to 10 feet of where they are, I will give you a second to do that. And it also allows me to test whether or not I did this correctly and allowed you guys to move.
Looking good.
I'm the only one that moved forward.
Did you say 5 feet?
5 to 10 feet from where you're standing.
So I can go here.
All right. The creatures now barreling down towards you, immediately seeing their first victim, Oksana. As the creature rushes towards you, you see the gross strands of saliva now pouring down off of its teeth as it begins to make its way closer and closer towards you. Raising its two pincer-like legs in front of you. The first one coming up, you immediately, in a warrior's instinct, are able to dodge out of the way of the first. However, the second, coming in very, very quickly towards you, slashes across your chest. You will take... You take 7 points of slashing damage as the sharp, almost razor-like tips of the pincer scratch across your chest entirely. The second, now disengaging from the small Babbit, is going to make their way as well. And we're going to say it makes its way directly towards Tristan, as it is now going to make an attack against you with its two pincers. What's your AC?
12.
Okay.
Oh.
Unable to move as quickly as Oksana does, you catch the brunt of both of the pincers as they come down, slashing on top of you, one catching you just above the shoulder and clawing its way down. Both your bandages and your clothes now tearing directly down the side. You take 4 points of damage to the first. The second, as you jump back a little bit, exposing more of your midriff, just out of pure instinct, slashes across your stomach. You take note of the strange coloration of the creature. Very fluorescent, like most things. Something strange that draws your attention for a moment, even though you are in battle at this point. That is going to be 9 points of damage as it cuts open your bandages as well, cutting some of the remaining skin. That is going to end their turns. Oksana, you are up. Scrumps, you're on deck.
Oksana, seeing a Babbit in need, will immediately spring into action. I'm gonna bonus action rage.
Do it.
And then...
Can I ask a follow-up question? I would just really like to have a good visual of how Oksana rages. Like, you know, does she bang her axes together, or like? I'm just curious.
She goes into like, she gets really, really red and yells, and her roar sounds like a bear.
I love it.
Yeah.
Love it.
Okay. What did I say I was doing? I'm attacking. I'm gonna attack once with my hand axe.
Okay.
With a special hand axe. Ooh, that's gonna be a nat 1.
Okay.
All right.
Wow.
I got another one. Ooh, gross. 13 to hit.
Letting loose, bending over, and letting out a vicious roar towards the creature, mimicking your mother bear, as if she was protecting you like you were when you were cubs. You allow your axes to fall down to your sides, into your hands, as you bear them outwards. Collecting yourself and reaching upward, you slash down harshly on top of these creatures. Both with quick, almost like jab motions. The creature, being very quick from you, what you've seen so far, is easily able to parry both of your attacks, catching one of the axe blades against its razor-like pincers as it pushes off. You continue to swing onward with the next, but again, just with lightning-fast reflexes, the creature is able to block the other and push you back slightly. Is there anything else you want to do on your turn?
That's it.
Okay, Scrump, you are up. V, you're on deck. Scrump, what are you doing?
Oksana, your damage rolls, when I gave you that axe with a +1 and you were able to attune to it on the short rest, did you add the +1?
Sure did.
Damn, okay.
I rolled a 1 and a 5.
Damn, okay.
Big
All
rolls.
Rolls.
Scrump's gonna look around, and seeing the one that damaged Tristan, he's gonna be like, oh man, those things are weird looking. He's gonna reach into his pack and pull out, if it worked the last 2 times, it's bound to work this time perfectly, right? As he kind of looks up to V.
Oh, God.
He's like, and then he points his firework towards the beetle, and he's gonna fire off. I'm gonna use Firebolt.
Okay, very good.
I think I hit Tristan.
You let loose the firebolt as it kind of skips across the ground a few times before diverting its way back up towards the creature. A very interesting trick shot indeed. Go ahead and make a spell ranged attack for me.
How's a 17 sound?
A 17. As the firebolt, the small firecracker, pivots and bounces off the ground like stones skipping across the water for a moment. It banks back up towards the creature, catching it directly on the shoulder, and seems that the carapace is just too strong for this weak of an attack as it bounces off and flies off to the side.
17. Wow.
Oh shit.
Good to know. Okay. I'm just gonna end turn. I kind of bank my action or my reaction.
Okay, fair enough. V, you are up. Sicarius, you're on deck.
All right, it has been way too long. So, Nate, I apologize in advance for what is about to happen to you. V would like to cast Bardic Inspiration, and she will target Scrump.
Is this like its initiation? This is his initiation to the group. Okay. I get it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Go on.
V, Scrump, sort of looking at her with his rocket thing. Sorry. You will look at Scrump and give him a wink, and she'll say, Scrump, we should get to know each other better. Did you know that my favorite terrain is your Underdark?
Oh my god! Oh my god!
Can I take intelligence damage?
I don't know what to say anymore. Wow.
I just picture Scrump looks over at V with like a smoking firework, and he goes, "Yeah, it's pretty nice here." He just kind of looks around at the mushrooms.
It was in that moment young Scrump grew at least 6 inches in size.
Oh, no!
It was one of the potions. It was one of the potions.
That'll be a D8 inspiration for Scrump.
Okay, perfect, because I probably really used it.
So
Wow. Wow.
do we know now that he can lie?
You all fired. You're all fired. You're all fired. Okay, V, is there anything else you want to do in your turn?
Yeah, she's going to use her action, and she is going to, shoot, where's my roll 20? Ah! Panic! Pull up the thing! She is going to, walk forward here. Oh, wait, no, this thing is right in front of her. Sorry. She'll stay, blah, blah. She will stay put. Holy shit. And she will, sort of... She will take out some honeycomb and some oil and smush them together in her hand, and she'll throw it up in the air. And as the powder comes down, you just see this glitter around her face. And she will be standing...
Familiar, go on.
in sort of a seductive manner looking at this gross beast thing. And she will make direct eye contact and cast Suggestion.
Oh, with eye contact this time? Okay.
Yeah. She'll cast Suggestion and she'll say, I'm going to suggest that you want to just go home. So that is a saving throw. It's a wisdom saving throw.
Okay. As the creature looks at you, it tilts its head for a moment before it diverts your attention. Doesn't seem like it understands common.
Great. V will sort of just...
Okay, fair enough.
End her turn.
Sicarius, you're up. Basil, you're on deck, followed by Tristan.
Alright, Sicarius, considering I'm pretty depleted from my last battle here, I'm just going to keep it simple and take 2 attacks. 1 attack, and then move behind it and take my second attack while I move to the side.
Okay, dodging, ducking, diving, dodging. I think those are the 5 Vs. You let loose of a barrage of attacks towards the creature. Go ahead and give me 2 attacks.
first attack to hit would be a 19 to hit.
Okay, give me a second.
And the second to hit, nat 20.
All right.
I'm going to smite. I'm going to use my last spell slot to smite on that one.
Jesus Christ. Okay, fair enough. Okay, so roll damage for the first.
Okay, it's kind of stuck on the nat 20 on here right now. So let's do this here. So this is a +4. Shoot. 16 for the first one.
Okay, second.
And then the second one is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4 +4. So that's going to be 18, and then the smite. For another 14.
Okay. So, as you watch as the creature now first begins to attack Oksana, you take note of its quickness and its nimbleness, apparently, and immediately jump into action. As you do, starting low, you begin to cut up towards the creature, starting back towards its legs. You cut out each one of the legs underneath them as it falls over to one side. You then catch the belly of the beast, carving up the front end of it, as gore and ichor begins to explode from its chest like a overboiled hot dog. You begin to slice back once again, not stopping in any way, shape, or form, as you begin to cut through the throat of the creature. With one last burst of energy, Oksana and the rest watch as a golden and silvery glow begins to embark over top of Sicarius, raising his mighty great sword to the sky. He drives it down directly into the head of the creature, pinning it directly to the ground, as you hear a small gasp and gurgle of the creature, as it seems to fall apart into pieces in front of you, Sicarius.
Too bad.
I don't know. I don't even need to know if I need to ask, but do you want to do anything else on your turn?
Yeah, I got 5, 10. I got a few more moments. 15, 20, 25. Finish my movement behind the other one.
Okay, fair enough. With that said, Basil, you're up. Tristan, you're on deck.
All right, seeing Sicarius just eviscerate this creature, Basil knows everything's kind of in hand, so I'm going to move and try to climb up onto the mushroom thing over here and go check on the little friend that we have up there.
Okay, as you begin to climb up the rock face, the creature turns to you directly, looking very scared. Its ears pull back as his eyes grow wide. Are you here to help me?
I'll crouch down once I get to the top so as to be kind of eye level, and I'll say, yes, we're friends. Don't worry. We'll sort this out in a minute.
Okay, yeah.
Could you turn your eyes downwards just for a moment? Don't worry. We'll look after you.
Like close my eyes?
Yeah. And just count to 10.
Make a perception check for me.
Are you gonna
all right. Does he have no eyes? Okay, 18.
Sorry, did I say perception or persuasion?
He said perception.
I'm sorry, I meant persuasion.
In that case, 21.
21. He looks up towards you, very timidly, still shaking. Okay. And you watch as he bows his head down and closes his eyes tightly.
Okay. As he does so, I'm going to smile and place my hand on his shoulder and start counting with him. And as I do so, I'm going to use... first of all, I'm going to use as my bonus action my Cloak of Flies, and these massive... like sort of shadowy, almost like tiny little reptilian winged creatures start to flow around Basil, as I then gesture towards the creature and cast Crawling Skin and have these creatures start burrowing into the creature's flesh. He needs to make me a Constitution saving throw.
I can do that. I can do that. I believe. That is going to be a 15.
That is enough. He will take half damage.
Okay.
But he will not be moved by the impact here. So that is only 3 points of damage after halved.
3 points, you say?
Correct.
Okay. So as you rest your hand on top of the small babbit's, or what you now know as a nectar, you rest it on his shoulder. You feel it flinch for a minute, but then relax. And a moment later, the shaking stops as much.
Nice.
Letting
Good.
off a confident smile and turning back towards the creature, the swarm of strange reptilian beasts that have now become what seems to be almost like a snow globe all around you, immediately take to your commands as it whips around your hand, looping around, pointing it towards the creature. It exits out from your hand, flying towards down to the creature. You watch as it hits, as a barrage of these creatures kind of scatter around it for a moment. And you watch as a few able to nip at it along the way, but many of it disappear into the black smoke that you're used to seeing when casting some of your spells. Is there anything else you'd like to do on your turn, Basil?
No, that's it. Sorry, I just need to check my fly spell here. No, that's pretty much everything.
Okay.
I get advantages on certain things. Oh, no, that's if he's within a range of me. No, that's fine. Okay, done. Yep,
Okay.
I'm good.
Tristan, you're up. What would you like to do?
All right, so Tristan will kind of hold his shoulder with pain as he put a knee down after being hit, and he will clench his teeth, stand back up, and with anger in his eyes, he will summon his scythe and swing at the creature.
Okay.
That's 12 to hit.
Okay. Holding onto your shoulder for a moment, you let loose your other hand to allow to summon the large, bluish, however turning a bit green, scythe in your hands. As you slash forward towards the creature, it sees you coming as it continues to peer towards V. As it does, it's able to push your hand aside, and with already a fair amount of wounds on you, you don't have the strength to stop it at this point, as it bats your hand slightly away. Is there anything else you'd like to do on your turn?
No, that's it.
Okay, fair enough. The creature turning its attention back towards V is going to... what's your AC?
Not great.
Okay. It snarls towards you once more, a loud roar, again opening up its jaws. You feel the heat and stickiness of its disgusting, almost rotted meat-like breath rage against your face as you hold your hand up for a moment to cover it. In that moment, the creature immediately jumps on top of you.
Great.
First roll was a natural 20. That is going to be... That's 17 points of slashing damage as it begins a barrage of attack on top of you, being completely caught off guard by the hot breath. It slashes and slashes. Basil, what's up?
So after that first attack where it leaps on, immediately following a sort of an almost another nightmarish vision of V sort of leans upwards and is going to jab him in the throat with a shatter rapier. I'm going to be using my Psychic Retribution, which is whenever a friend is attacked, I just deal some extra damage to him because that's what you get.
Okay, fair enough.
Yep. There is no saving throw on it. That is 6 points of psychic damage.
Okay, fair enough. as the shadowy figure suddenly appears beside the creature, stabbing it directly in the throat and jugular section. The shadow blade seems to disappear as soon as it enters. The creature lets out a horrible wail towards the pain that's been inflicted upon it. As it immediately darts its attention towards it, it lets off another growl, slashing at the image, causing it to vanish within the smoke as it continues its attack against V. Again, slicing further and further towards you. You take another 9 points of slashing damage.
Oh, V is fucking spitting up blood. She looks fucked up.
Okay, and that's going to end the creature's turn.
Actually, lair action.
To heal or to not to heal?
Yeah.
Tristan, V, and Sicarius, you all get an opportunity attack.
Why? Is it leaving?
You get an opportunity attack. We'll start with V.
All right. Well, V will take it, and she will spit out blood and say, "Fuck you," and she'll take her rapier and try and stab right up through the stomach.
Okay. The creature's beginning to move very quickly. Go ahead and make an attack roll for me.
14 plus. Sorry. Where's my rapier? 6. So dirty 20.
Dirty 20 absolutely hits. Go ahead and roll some damage for me.
Oh, I rolled a 1. That's 6 points of damage.
Okay.
Oh, I hate that, man.
Come on.
Okay. It begins
It
to.
all adds up.
You watch as it begins to crouch down, seemingly looking towards to pounce upward. Sicarius, go ahead and roll an opportunity attack for me.
15.
Okay. You move towards it, slashing down towards it, but it's able to evade out of the way. It just seems to dip down just as the blade comes over top. Tristan, go ahead and make an opportunity attack.
I got caught off guard with an 11.
11. Okay, fair enough. As the creature kind of bends down from him, it springs upwards, roughly about 10 feet onto the ledge of this mushroom. And that is going to end its turn. Oksana, you are up. Scrump, you're on deck.
Oksana. Where did it go? It's all the way over there. Okay. How tall is that mushroom?
It's about 10 feet.
Can I climb on top of it?
You can certainly try.
Okay, would that be like a bonus action to climb?
I will allow the bonus action to climb, yeah. Does require a...
Okay.
Yeah. Actually, what's your movement speed?
My movement speed is 40.
Okay, so just for your information, when you climb, that takes half of the movement speed of whatever it
Okay.
the height of it is.
So I should be able to get up there.
Okay, fair
Right?
enough. Yep.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay. So she's going to hustle over, still in her state of rage. And then she is going to make her first attack with her axe. I'm going to try to... Does this one hit already? I think it is.
Has it
Wherever-
been attacked? Yes, it has been attacked.
Yeah. Wherever it is, I want to go where, like, it's already wounded. I wanna see
Okay,
if she
fair
can-
enough. You do see a familiar sight of a wound that you've seen Basil inflict before. A little bit of black smoke is still trailing out of a small cut or opening within its jawline.
Okay, I'll go for that. And
Rupture.
that's going to be
That's what I was looking for.
A rupture. A dirty 20 to hit.
Dirty 20 absolutely hits.
Okay, and then that one is going to be 11 points
Okay.
of damage. And then I got another attack here. So she's with her other axe. Ooh. That is going to be, oh my god, math. 24 to hit.
Yes.
Go ahead and roll some damage for me.
That is going to be 9 points.
I love it when math works out in our favor.
Right?
I know, right?
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 It's always good that way. Well, in that case, with the wonderful math skills, Oksana, go ahead and tell us the tale of how you vanquished your mightiest foe.
Yeah.
Oksana, with both of her axes in hand, she's gonna like reach really high and cleave down on that wound. And then with the second axe, she's gonna see if she can like hit it right beside it. So she's got both of her axes. And as she's hitting the creature, she's going to yell, "Stay away from the babbit!"
Okay. As you lodge both of your axe handles into the axe heads into the wound of the creature, you begin to scream the warning towards it. As you pull apart, muscles rippling, veins popping out from every part, you begin to pull open on the small opening, tearing the head of the creature off entirely. And with a flick of your wrist, you watch as the head falls from the mushroom top and rolls along the ground. And that takes us out of combat.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Scrump's gonna go up to V, who's clearly bleeding everywhere.
She's
He's
just
gonna be like, "Okay, it's fine. Just hold still. We'll put some of this on it, and a little bit of this." And I'm just gonna cast Healing Word. That's all I have for heals. But what it could be 1d4 plus 5. All right.
Tristan, you also look like shit.
Thank you.
Also, you're
I feel
injured.
the same way.
Wow.
I will just sit against a mushroom.
You get 8 healing, V.
8 healing.
Don't start all
Oh,
over.
thank you.
Who looks
Scott.
worse, Tristan or V?
I don't know.
Tough call.
It's hard to say.
Tough call right now.
Alright.
Once the Babbit finishes counting, I'll lean down.
8,
All right, there we go.
10. He lifts one eye
you go.
open. Is it okay?
Yeah, they're all gone.
Oh, thank
Well-
you. Thank you so much. To you and all of your friends.
Oh, well, there's no worry at all. My name's Basil. These are my friends, Scrump, Oksana, V, Tristan, and Sicarius.
Hello.
Oh, yeah. His ears now perking up once again. My name is Blink. They call me Blink. Oh, yeah.
Aw.
Blink.
Introductions are in proper order. As you watch as he spreads his arms out, you see the large wings, very different from what you remember from your old companion. As he jumps from the rock, gliding down with grace towards the rest, he bows towards all of you. Thank you for rescuing me.
You're adorable. Look at it. It's all furry.
Okay. Thank you.
No problem. And V will cast a healing word on herself at the second level.
Just jam the ointment in
I'm
there.
going over to Tristan, putting my hand on his shoulder that I was cut, and I'm going to do lay on hands for 17 points.
Thank you. Actually, way better. That's even more than what I got before.
We don't usually do this, but there is a place close by that if you are injured and hurt, I can take you there.
Oh, that sounds lovely. Please lead the way.
Okay, least I could do. And he kind of with a little bit of spunk in his step or spring in his step begins to make his way towards the edge of the forest line. Come on.
Oksana will follow.
Basil will follow.
Okay. Yeah, Scrump takes his pack and starts to walk after them.
The creature moves relatively quickly, where it's slightly difficult to keep up with them in the brush of the Underdark. But he ensures that he stops from time to time, jumping up onto the rock, making sure you can see him. We're not that much further. Come on! As you continue to follow the small nectar. It doesn't take long. Maybe 5 minutes at most. Before you hit another clearing. You see a very large and spacious area covered out in front of you. With again, more of these strange large mushrooms, some the size of redwood trees in their overall thickness. Blink moves towards the center. He lets out a familiar sound that you'd heard Grimoire do in the past. However, familiar in the sense of Grimoire would always do it in a combative sense. This sort of almost hypersonic scream. But this time it comes out more as a whistle. Almost like singing a little bit of a lullaby. We have friends! You can come out now! And as he says this, you watch as a multitude of facades, some making up the entirety of the tree of the mushroom trunks, now being pushed aside, small windows being opened from it. As you see a number of small rabbit-like bat heads peeking out all around you. It's okay. They saved me. They helped me. I think they can help us. If we can help them. You watch as a few makeshift doors begin to open from the mushroom stalks, as a number of them begin to come out. All in different shapes and sizes. Colorations of fur. Ranging from mute grays and browns to some almost technicolor in color. This is Basil and V and Oksana and Scrump. He continues down the line.
Hey.
As a number of them begin to move towards you, a little timid at first, but hearing the words of Blink become more and more acceptable as smiles grace their faces. A very, very young one, about half the size of what Grimoire originally was, walks up to you, Oksana.
Oh no.
Her eyes wide with wonder and hope as she grabs onto your leg. You're gonna help us?
Oh.
Oksana's feeling very overwhelmed. She's almost even just like watching them move and imagine, because he had his peg leg and he was missing his arm, and just seeing like where he's from and what she imagines is like his family and what he could have been. So she has tears in her eyes, as the player does now. What happened? My screen went dark, but you can still hear me and see me? Okay.
Yeah.
We can still hear and see you.
Sorry.
Yeah.
So she'll reach down and she'll kind of kneel beside the little creature and offer her hand to kind of like pull her up. And she'll be like, "Yes, my small friend. We are all friends of yours now."
She lets off a loud giggle as she takes your hand. As you begin to pull her up, she begins to crawl up your arm, climbing. As she jumps on your neck with her legs hanging over the sides.
Comfortable up there.
You're very tall.
You can see far now, eh?
She peers her head over the top of your head, as she's not even tall enough to make the overall clearance. I'm giant.
Oksana will chuckle and like just touch her little paw.
Okay. As Blink turns towards Basil. Welcome to Glowhaven. This is our
Thank you.
small, humble village.
It is very beautiful, and thank you so much for bringing us here. We actually came traveling in search of the nectar.
Is that
You see,
is that what we're called?
well, it's what some of the folk from down here call you. We referred to a friend of ours who was just like you as a Babbitt, but we knew him a little bit more formally than that. To us, he was Grimoire,
Grimoire.
and we've come looking for friends of his, people that may have known him, specifically. And someone refresh my memory because I wasn't here for those episodes. The name is Caesar.
No, we are
No?
looking. You may know him as Civil or Civ.
Yes.
He
That one.
tells us his father is still here. We would very much like to meet him. He was important friend of ours, Grimoire.
Civil. I have heard that name before.
Really?
The ones that left. Yes.
What does that mean? Where did they leave? Why did they leave?
Well, Granddad would tell stories of the ones who left. Very sad story. One of us...
Is your grandfather around?
You watch as you say that, his ears begin to go down, as well as everyone else in the crowd as they begin to look down.
Oh.
No. That's part of the reason why you found me. Granddad tried to go help at the temple. He went in and he hasn't come out yet. And it hurts too much to go into the temple. The black hurts.
Well,
But we found you. And you could help, right?
Yes. We will do everything we can.
these stories, though. What were the stories that your granddad told?
The ones that left.
Yes.
Sad story. Granddad didn't like talking about it. A boy and a girl. They fell in love. They had another. But then she was gone. And the boy was sad. And Granddad tried to help. But he couldn't help. So the boy took the little one and left.
And this boy's name was Civ?
That's the name. Yeah, that's how I remember it.
So Civ has a son? Or
No.
No, Civ is the son.
He was the small one.
Hmm.
The one that was made.
Made?
Like we're all made.
We don't need birds of the bees.
Nailed it.
Exclamation.
You see, there's a penis and a vagina.
No. I think she understands.
Oh my god.
Okay.
You know when you. Just kidding.
So, tell us about this temple where your grandfather went.
Yes, the Sunshine Temple. That's where he went. The Sunshine Temple is how we grow things down here. Its light always bathed the caverns. But then the black came, and it covered the temple, and the light couldn't get through. We tried our best to grow the crops, but they couldn't grow without the light of the temple. And as a last effort, Granddad tried to go in and get rid of all the black stuff. But that was days ago. And he hasn't come out since.
All right. Well, and Basil say this, turning to the others. I mean, we're going to help these people, right? That's a
Of
given.
course. Yes.
Scrump's good at cleaning black stuff. He gets it on his feet all the time.
All right. Well, I mean, look, we don't know what's going to be in there. We don't know what state the grandfather is in, but I don't think disparaging any doubt at this point will do anyone any good. How's everyone doing? I know that we've spent and worn ourselves quite a lot since we arrived here. Do we need to take a moment before we embark on this task?
We should rest and prepare medicine to help the grandfather if he needs. Perhaps they have
Perhaps
something
wake
we
some
can
stuff
use.
V's
give me a
just
little
covered
bit
in
of
blood, and she's like, I think I will need a nap.
Okay. Blink, we will absolutely journey to the temple and see if we can find your grandfather.
You
but
will?
First, yes, we will. But first, we do need some rest, perhaps some food if you have any available, and medicine
course,
as well.
of course. Well, we anything you need.
Thank
Food?
you.
All right.
I heard food. Wait, not.
I look at
poison food.
Tristan as not from us, you know, obvious reasons.
We don't have much in terms of shelter in your size, but we could try to put something together for you. And then immediately
right,
you
if-
watch as you try and stop them, you see a number of them now begin to immediately scatter throughout.
Oh, there they
As
go.
you watch a few of them turn to the side of a small trail that parts two of the large mushroom ways. As Blink looks up towards you all. We got you. Come on. And begins to follow down that trail with the rest.
Oksana will follow.
Yeah, Basil will follow.
As you begin to follow down towards the area, you see a very small clearing, enough for you all to make camp in. And almost in the flash of light, a number of the nectars immediately begin to wind and twist some of the vines that hang from some of the trees, creating a small stitched canopy over top. You watch as they begin to clear the area all around with small debris and rocks and little tufts of grass all around as they stick out, preparing a proper bed area for you all. You watch as they begin to pull down some of the larger trees or mushroom stalks as they hang what look like bits of thatch over top, creating small tents, 6 to be exact. And it doesn't take long, 20 minutes if that, before you have a beautiful small campsite made by the Babbitts. I hope this is good for you guys.
This is just
Oh, this is amazing. Quite industrious people, aren't you?
You watch as a number of them file directly behind Blink, creating a small crowd from behind him. We work with what we have.
It is
Well-
beautiful. Thank you.
You all rest. Blink will stay close by if you need anything. We'll send food. I don't know if it's good enough for you, but it's what we have.
That's more
I
than
am-
enough.
I am sure it will
Thank
be
you.
perfect. You're welcome to join us.
We will. Okay. And he turns around now, noticing the crowd around him, and he kind of shoos them away. We have stuff to do. We have stuff to do. We'll be back. You rest. Make fire. Do whatever you need. I'll be back. As he scurries off directly behind the crowd.
V will sort of, she'll walk up to Oksana and she'll, holding her ribs, she's just bleeding out. She'll say, you know, I was thinking it would have been so wonderful if Grimoire could have seen this. And then I just realized that he is, because he's right here. And V will put her hand on Oksana's heart.
I'm so pathetic, you guys. Oksana will take a hold of V's hand and just give her like a really knowing nod, and she'll say, I know. I wish he could have been here too, but you are right. We will carry him with us everywhere we go. And then she'll look up. Do I still have the little Babbitt?
No, the small Babbitt has left at
Oh.
this point. She was taken down by one of her, by her mother, as she kind of scooted her down from you.
Okay. It is miraculous place. He would have loved it.
He seemed like he would have fit right in.
All right. Well, let's settle in for now. I'll go see what I can coordinate. I'm still pretty fine from injuries and stuff. I'll go see about like just getting whatever medicines and stuff like that, bringing them to Scrump to brew, mix, do what he does.
Okay.
I'm impressed we still trust Scrump to make things.
Oh, I don't. I
blowing you up
I just
yet.
don't need healing, which is why I'm doing this.
Fair enough. As the evening kind of wears on a little bit, many of you sit around the small campfire that you've spent time to make, reminiscing of Grimoire and the travels that you've been on so far. Basil returns not too long with a number of herbs and plants of different variety before handing them over to you, Scrump. Looking at most of the coloration on them, you can kind of get a sense what some of them do and what some of them don't. Tasting them from time to time, some sweet, some bitter,
Some purple.
some purple. As well, the Babbitts return with a number of vegetarian options for you in terms of food and a beverage that seems to be somewhere between a juice and a tea. It's actually quite good, warm, refreshing, and good. Blink sits and joins you as you all eat, as well as the small little child Babbitt that seems to sneak up to Oksana. You don't notice at first, but suddenly looking over to your side, you see the small creature there.
She'll give her a little wink and she'll be like, there you are. You tried to sneak up on me, huh?
I did sneak up on you.
Yes, you did. You certainly did. Here, have some food. And she'll share her plate with her.
The young Babbitt begins to eat nectar. You are very far away from your home, as Blink says to all of you at the campfire.
Yes.
Amazing that you would come down here to visit us.
Well, admittedly, the oh, sorry, you go.
We
Great.
fell down several holes.
We did. We fell down a lot of holes. We left because we had two reasons. One, because our friend Grimaud, who we spoke about earlier, was looking for you, and unfortunately he can't do it himself anymore. So we decided to do it on his behalf.
Your friend Civ, Grimaud.
Yes.
I would have liked to have met him. I've never known anyone to come from the top.
He would have liked to have met you. We were also looking for anything oozy. If you happen to know of anything oozy, just throwing that
Whatever
out.
you got. Yeah. No slimes, though. Totally different.
You know of the black then?
Oh, it's the black oozy.
The black, yes, it came from the top. It came down on our temple.
Mm-hmm.
It blocked out its light.
That makes a lot of sense. We've been dealing with a lot of issues revolving around this ooze from up top, and we have noticed that it has come down. So this is very opportunist for all of us. We can help your friend and, your grandpa.
Granddad.
And, granddad, sorry. Your granddad. And maybe we can get some more information on this ooze.
The black, it came from the cavern above. There are strange things that happen in the cavern above. Don't know if it's from the top, or the top above us top. But the hole to the sky, it does strange things. It leaks the black. The smell is bad. And billows of smoke. Always.
Has it always been there?
No. Many sleeps ago. 100? 100 sleeps ago? It started. First the smoke came. It came down. Then there was noise. Banging. Chopping. And then the spells started. And then the black came. Slow at first, but eventually it all came down. There's still drips that come down from time to time, but it covers the ground. Covers the temple. And it hurts everything.
Did anything else come down through the hole? Like maybe some garbage? Barrels or...
What is garbage?
Stuff that you generally don't want or use.
Well, there's nothing like that here. You use everything.
Oh, that makes sense. Yeah, a bunch of scrap people. Okay.
All right. Well,
Do you
I guess
have,
we'll know more tomorrow. Oh, sorry, no, you go.
Do you have any tales about this layer that you think it comes from?
The space from above. Many have tried to glide up there, but it's too tall. Far too tall. And the teeth, the cave teeth that hang down from it, are too wide for us to climb. What? There's been many legends told of that area. Some say that a god lives up there. And that's where the temple came originally. Well, the scroll came from originally. Some think that there's a mighty wigged creature that holds all of its gold there. But I never heard any flapping. So I don't think that's true. Sometimes I look up at it at night and think about it before I go to sleep. And wonder what's up there. And what's past there. Where the sun always shines. That's where Civ went.
It sure is.
Wow.
Maybe you'd like to come back with us when we go back.
Oh. No. My place is here. But I always wonder up about there. There's so much up there.
Well, we can tell you many stories.
Yes, I would like that.
I will tell you Siv's story. He was mighty warrior and vanquished many foes.
He sounded strong.
He was.
As Oksana's telling this story, Basil flicks open his book. And as he does, every story that Oksana tells, he begins to create and conjure this illusion of the group and Grimoire in these almost still but slightly moving images of our tales, the tales from the astral sea, the tales fighting void pyres, riding atop the dead god, battling in the open oceans, returning to the city, and our fleeing from the police, and all of these other adventures in this moving graphic. But the last image I'd like to show is of us coming down here, walking hand in hand with Grimoire alongside us, and the image of us meeting the Babbitts and Grimoire between the two of us, almost connecting the two of us.
Okay. As Oksana continues to tell the tale, more and more of the nectars begin to enter into the space, almost like they're watching a theater play. More and more heads popping up, some from the trees, some sitting on stumps. And as the flames kind of rage on behind you, Oksana, with shadowy images of the story being told, you hear laughs, you hear gasps of shock, but all ends with the nectars cheering. And as the night comes to an end, many of them now going back to their homes, with images of great adventure in their minds. Blink wishes you all a good night, and he'll take you to the temple in the morning. As the last of the nectars leave, is there anything you guys would like to do before you bed down for the evening?
While we're all sitting around telling stories, V will sort of nudge into Basil's shoulder, and she'll say, "Hey, Basil."
Yes?
Don't look so confused. I talk to you from time to time.
Well, you do, but I mean, is there a reason we're whispering?
I just wanted to say thank you for trying to rid me of the truth potion. Didn't work, but thank you. You're always looking out for me.
Of course. It's the least I can do. And with that, Basil will sort of adjust his glasses, and as he does, there's kind of like this glow from all the bioluminescent flowers that's kind of around Basil, and he kind of has this moment of, regardless of how I am, I think you're pretty cool yourself.
Just between you and I, Basil, I do think you are quite cool. I can't lie.
There's this like kind of sheepish smile from Basil's face. Kind of puffs out his chest a little bit, and he says, "Well, thank you. I appreciate that. But look, I mean, Scrump is definitely been an acquired taste, but his heart is in the right place, and his potions have admittedly helped us out of a sticky situation or two since he started traveling with us. I'm sure that this potion in its due time will run its course."
Eventually. But who knows? I might find something about myself along the way, like I was saying.
Well, you've always got me, I mean, us, as we've got the rest of us to help and be there for you.
Well, I know you're there. I'm still not too sure on Sicarius.
He'll come around, I'm sure. I know there's tension, but
Do you think I was too hard on him?
No. Honestly, there's still there's still
Oh, ride or die! Holy shit!
The action on that. Somebody clip
no,
that.
fuck Sicarius.
You gift that.
Basil says no. But I do see that what has happened has affected him as well. It will take time to mend the wounds that are there. And for someone like yourself who has a history of these sorts of things letting you down, I don't blame you, nor do I think that Sicarius will not be affected by what had happened. And while I may not be okay right now, I know there will come a time where Sicarius and his heart will be there for me, for us, and I have faith in that. Because every good story needs that happy ending. I've read far too many droll and dreary books in my time, and I refuse to let it end in that way.
Well, I don't naturally feel that way, but I will put my trust in you.
That means a lot. And I'm also going to try to forgive myself for everything that happened with Grimoire.
Forgive yourself.
I know Sicarius has been taking a lot of the blame, but I am not in any position to cast aspersions on him. When all of the stuff happened down there, it was me who rushed in. It was me who charged to save a young girl who I thought was in trouble, just like the heroes of the stories that I'd read since childhood. What the alchemist said about the oozes being controlled, about there being someone who may have had machinations with them, it doesn't sit right with me. What if I'd done that? What if...
Listen to me, Basil. Your actions are not... You are not at fault for choosing to defend someone. Grimoire also had a choice. I had a choice. We all had a choice. In fact, Sicarius decided not to take that choice. So,
But I could have saved the person who killed Grimoire.
What? He was killed by a giant ooze thing.
Who was controlled by someone. No one else survived that encounter. Not and unless somebody in our group had suddenly learned oozomancy.
Oozomancy, is that a thing?
Trademark.
Look, Basil, it is not your fault. I know in moments of grief it is easy and to look for someone to blame. Maybe
I
that's
know.
what I'm doing too. But I can tell you with 100% certainty that you are not at fault for Grimoire's death.
I know that. I hear the words and I understand it, but just as with Sicarius, sometimes the heart takes maybe a little longer to truly forgive oneself and to see those parts.
Hopefully, it'll go a little faster than Sicarius' heart. Seems like it's been decades. Who knows how long?
Maybe. But thank you.
Hey, quick question. Your glasses.
Yes.
Do you need them? What are we doing about that?
Well, seeing people's fears has become a little bit more, well, and I'm going to use my power for the first time. Aha! I have a new power. It is a boon where I can see a target's true nightmare in its fullest form by taking off my glasses. And I would like to use that power on V and see what level I'm at the moment.
Wait, sorry, you can see her, like her nightmare, or I don't understand.
Yes, your deepest, darkest, most ingrained fear.
Yo, that's fucking personal.
Well,
V, make it.
Look,
Basil, make an insight check for me.
Kaboom! There we go. That is a 13.
V, make a deception check for me.
How dare you? Oh my god. Okay, I rolled a 6 plus 5.
Basil, looking behind V, you see an image begin to play out. You see a young girl upon an airship, but the image flickers. You see almost a fast forward in time as the girl, now a little bit older, stands alone, looking around in a frantic way. But the image flickers again. Then you take note of V standing tall. And then static.
You're looking at me quite weird. Does V know that this is happening?
Basil, as Basil takes off his glasses, there's a moment where he sees these images behind V. He will then put the glasses back on and say, yes, I'll definitely need my glasses, at least for a little while longer. I think going into the nightmare world and all of the stuff that's happened has started seeing my powers go in ways that I'm not yet too familiar, and these help keep me calm and control me.
Control is good.
Yes, the other definitely showed me the value of that.
Yes. Hopefully we keep him under control.
Yes.
V, you
Anyway,
feel...
it's getting late and...
Go ahead,
Oh.
Basil.
No. I was just gonna have the awkward. Well, it's getting late. We should probably turn in for the night.
V, you suddenly feel a sharp pain in your side again, reminding you of the injuries that you've sustained and the rest you surely need.
Yes, I suppose it's time. Good night. V will get up and go to her hammock fern bed thing.
Okay.
Have a rib back in.
All right. Anything else?
I'm gonna do a long rest, but just to put it on record, I can my elixir thing as an artificer.
Yep.
I can burn spell slots. I rolled 3 of them, so I have 3 potions that I can do, but it took me 2 first level spell slots.
Okay. Go ahead and add 1 extra on there as an experimental one.
Hmm.
Do you want me to roll for it?
Nope. Rule is that we roll when you use it.
Cool. I got 3 experimental elixirs and then 3 of the elixirs that I can make at a long rest. So
Okay. Fair enough.
pack of potions.
You all bed down for the evening, finding rest, finally. And all get a good night's rest. Each one of you dreaming of one of the many adventures you've been on. Remembering Grimoire, remembering Jed. All those that have been allies throughout your adventure so far. Awakening the next morning, you all feel refreshed, good to go, and you can all mark down a long rest on your sheets.
Thank God.
Yes, we made it, gang. We did it.
Woo! On the brink of
That was the
death
whole
for
plot.
like 7 episodes. Okay.
The next morning, you awake, get yourself a bite to eat before Blink returns. Very eager to take you to the temple. Once you're all ready, you begin to make your way once again through Glowhaven Village. All the nectars seem outside, wishing you well and best of luck on your journey. As Blink takes you towards the temple proper. You continue through the forest for a short period of time before the scene begins to grow slightly dim. As you begin to make your way to yet another clearing in the forest, you note that the color seems to be now pulled out of many of the surrounding areas. Many of the large mushroom trees either wilting or rotting away. As Blink brings you to this clearing, you look out upon it and see what once was what would probably be a beautiful harvest. A very archaic but organized farm broken out in front of you. All the plants dying, withering away. You begin to take note of small puddles of black ooze spread out throughout the farmland. And directly in the center, what once stood as a beautiful temple entrance. Some of you would see it as and recognize it as elven construction. Strange to find it down here. And what looks like a veil of a black ooze that drapes over top of its domed roof. It wiggles and sways like it's waiting for the next to enter. And that, my friends,
Oh
is going to be a story for another day.
no.
Enter the black.
Yeah.
I was sitting
Ooh.
behind V and Basil that entire time listening to the conversation.
I heard everything you said.
Well, folks, I believe we have a couple more giveaways to do. Let me do the thing that I need to do. Jess, buy me some time. It's your turn.
you guys, I hope everyone is ready to talk about our next subject, which is Careful Cantrip Platinum.
Okay.
Who would have
What?
thought?
Oh my god, Jess, how can I get Careful Cantrip Platinum?
You can get Careful Cantrip Platinum by doing some very
Oh
specific,
wow, we're crazy, Jess. I was able to do it. Maybe next time. Maybe next time we'll go
No
ahead and do
problem.
that. We got another wheel to spin, baby. We've got a couple more giveaways to do. Let's go ahead and get some tunes going because you can't miss the tunes.
Oh, hold on. Here, I'll.
Oh,
No,
boy.
not your
No,
tunes.
no,
Not your
no.
tunes. No, that's
Mute
not.
her. Muted.
I can't.
Canceled.
I don't know how. We're broken. Everything is
I
broken.
have all the power.
All right, so next up on the list, we do have a couple merch giveaways. We have our beautiful mug from what I've seen of it. Guys, it's big. It fits so much coffee. It's amazing. You cannot go wrong with it. Let's go ahead and make that roll, shall we, and see who is the winner of this lovely CC official merchandise mug. Amazing. Cross the streams. Congratulations on the next.
Yeah.
So to remind everyone, for every donation that was made, you were entered. So if you donated a multitude of times, then your name will be up there on the board. Congratulations, Cross the Streams. We will be going ahead and getting a hold of you for all of that. Double winner is right, my friend. Double winner all around tonight. What do we have up next?
Well deserved.
We have the coveted CC Beanie.
Oh my god, I want it so bad. Also, I'll let you.
It is very nice. It's stitched. It's embroidered. It is top billing item. Okay, we might Blink Dog again coming in strong, but you know what? In all fairness, we are doing something special for Blink for his massive donation. I'm gonna roll it again on this one. I'm gonna roll it again.
Yes, Christoph, the beanie is in our store. Crimson just nicely dropped the link as well. So even if you don't win it, you can purchase it in many different colors too.
Yeah,
So-
I want a mug.
Blink, I think we're sending you the link to our merch store as well to get one of those for you. So not to worry, you're getting some merch already, as well as the other things. But thank you again for your contributions. It was absolutely fantastic. Let's give another quick roll. Let's give another quick roll. And our one and only Liska coming in hot with the beanie. She's out in Europe. I mean, I understand. We're going to keep her head warm. I love seeing new names on the board. This is fantastic. Congratulations to Liska for that one. A big whoop and holler. Hearts and chats for Liska. Because she will watch this VOD tomorrow. So.
Yes. Oh, Liska, if you're watching, whatever. The merch store is different. I don't need your address, so just reach out to me and I'll give you a link.
We'll make sure everybody is well aware of everything that that needs to get done. All right, and the final for the evening. Am I doing this in 8 or am I doing this in 1? Someone's got to tell me now.
You're 8.
8? Okay.
I don't know what the number means. 8 or 1. I just guessed the higher number.
Okay. 8 it is. We have 8 of these wonderful plaques that were provided to us by our friends over at Gravemind. Quick shout out to them. Go check them out on Instagram. They're doing really cool stuff with not only D&D but Pokemon and lots of other fandoms. So we've got 8 of these stat blocks to be giving away for the evening. It's a collector's item, guys. It's a one-time thing. You're only going to get these here once. We have 8 rolls.
We should.
What? Oh, Jess has it right
Jess
there.
has one in her hand. Everybody look at Jess.
I have
Everybody
six.
look at
I have
Jess.
6 of them.
That's the best one right there.
That is a very good one. And Issa is the first winner for the evening. Congratulations, Issa.
Wait, which? We have to say which one they win.
No, we don't. We can figure it out after.
Oh, okay.
We can
All
figure
right.
it out after. Random. It's random generation.
Okay.
Let them fight for it.
Yeah, we'll let them fight for it.
Basil.
Let them fight.
Next winner, number 2 on the board. Looks like it's B-Town. B-Town, congratulations for the collector's item. Big one for you there. Big one for you there. This is only going to be available for one time only. Congratulations, my friend. Number 3 is going to...
Okay, pass. Okay, I want it.
Powers is getting one as well. Congratulations, Powers. And again, guys, thanks everyone for the for all of the donations that you put through. It's very, very much appreciated. Number 4 is going to be on the board. It looks like Draconic Skull. Congratulations on number 4. Well done, my friend. Thank you again for everything that you've done. What am I at? 5 now? Are we at 5?
Yeah, 5.
Okay.
No, 4. Sorry.
Well, number 5 is going to Cross the Streams. Congratulations, Cross the Streams.
Hey!
Thank you so much
Ross
for
is gonna
everything.
get a parcel.
Yeah, I mean, that's the one benefit. For everybody who wins twice, then we send it all as a single package. Golden Oldies looks like it is number 6. Congratulations, Golden Oldies. Long-time supporter of the channel. Fantastic. Congratulations. You will be receiving that. Oh, I forgot. That didn't remove your name. Hold on. Okay, there we go. Number 6, or number 7. What do we have for number 7? Lucky number 7 is coming in to Acor. Congratulations, my friend. Acor. Number 7, you are the number 7 winner. And I'm going to say for the final one, this is going to be the DM Dave stat block. This one's going to be specifically the DM Dave stat block. We're leaving the very best to the end, folks. And the winner is none other than the beautiful, lovely Acor. You just won. I'm not sending you 2. I'll give you something else, buddy. Don't you worry about that. We're getting another winner on this board. I'm sorry. This is what's happening. I want to see more winners. Cross, you already won one. You don't get one either. We're doing it again. I'm doing this until another name for the stat blocks is coming up. We're spreading the love. We're spreading the love that we best can. B-Town, you donated too much, you beautiful bastard. You just we're removing that one as well. Woo, we're running out of names. Real quick.
Just remove me. Yeah, okay.
And the final DM Dave plaque is going to none other than Mojo. Mojo, congratulations, my friend. Again, thank you to everyone who donated. You have no idea how much it helped. It was a godsend. It was 100% a godsend. So thank you so much for that, as always. And we are going to be doing more giveaways coming up soon. We have some new stuff coming from, actually I can't announce that yet. We have more stuff coming from me. I'm going to give away more dice eventually. We'll see how it all works out. But with that said, I think that's going to wrap us up for the evening. Oh, we lost the music once again. Bear with me for 1 second, folks. Who is it? Swiss, go ahead and tell them about CC Platinum.
What's
your favorite feature?
CC Platinum, that we will be making it soon. That's what I love about it.
Yeah. Oh, it's a great feature. A great feature.
Can I get Swiss?
It will be amazing.
Can I please get you to promote everything about our channel just in that fashion? We stream at 8 p.m. on Tuesdays.
Hey, it's better than I did. Yeah. I said 8:30 tonight. For those of you who are wondering what the hell's going on, I'm looking for someone to raid right now. So give me a second.
Sorry, take it away, Swiss. I interrupted you.
Yes, by all means, Swiss. We interrupted. I'm sorry.
So DM Dave, like you said, we're streaming at 8:30 p.m. every Tuesday. That's Central. No, not Central. That's Eastern time plus 30 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
So make sure to be on time. For those not in the same time zone, tough luck. We'll try to calculate something for you guys. That will come once we get CC Platinum out. That's something we'll have with it.
Right.
Anything else?
No, that's you did a great job. Congratulations, guys. Stick around for the raid. We're gonna raid into a smaller channel tonight. They look like they're having fun. They're called Misfit Rolls. If you're not following them already, give them a chance. See if you like what they do, and then if you do, then go ahead and drop that follow, because you know what? It's free. And goddamn it, give away free stuff the best that you possibly can. That's what I have to say in regards to all of this. Typical message down in the chat, hashtag #CCLoveRaid. We don't do any of the hate raids around here. Make sure you got your emotes ready for that. If you are a follower, you got the raid emote, so do that, because that is important to all of us. But with that said, guys, thank you so much for joining us for the evening. Thank you to all of those who donated. Thank you, and congratulations to all those who won. Guys, you are our lifeblood, and we keep doing this because of your faces, and we love them, and let's just say we'd magic rod them anytime. Anytime. But to all the adventurers out there, I beg of you, one word of caution. Whether finding yourself in a dingy tavern, surrounded by fire and different colored horses, or trotting your way through the Underdark, the wilds of its forests, and maybe finding a new friend along the way. Be careful out there. You can trip. Love you all immensely. And we'll see you next week.
Bye-bye.
Take care.
Bye, guys.